fearless, you got fire. He's the spark that lifts you higher. You were made for joy, made for more. It's time to walk through heaven's door. The world is yours, take your place. Every dream aligned with grace. Overflow is your reward. Walk it out, abundance is yours. Oh, you can change it every time. Hope and faith, they realign. You're not stuck, not anymore. 'Cause girl, abundance is yours.
Hi, everyone. It's Julie Harris with Divine Abundance, and I am so excited and blessed to have my good friend Michael Fabber with the UnleashU Now group joining us today. Michael, welcome to Divine Abundance.
What up? Thanks for having me, man. I'm honored to be here. I'm excited.
I'm excited too. Michael, what we talk about on Divine Abundance is a lot about mindset work, about, shifting from negative to positive, about overcoming self-limiting beliefs or times in our lives that were incredibly challenging. Just to give our listeners, maybe not everyone's familiar with you, but maybe a lot are, give us just a little bit of background about how you got to where you are in your business today. Just a little bit of background about how did UnleashU Now start, and really what's the mission as you move forward?
Nice. All right. So I'm like the classic messed up every way possible, and yet I'm here. So if I can do it, anyone can do it. UnleashU Now started. So UnleashU Now is a for-purpose business, right? Like I say, there's for-profit, nonprofit, and for-purpose. And when you really break down the numbers, if your business is for-purpose, you're more likely to succeed than the other two. So ours is to end suicide and self-injurious behavior. Why we serve who we serve is because we serve those that actually want to change and impact people and help people. And we want to help them do that at a higher level, at a better level, and keep them going in it so they can do more of it. So then I can use like my criminal old ways and say, whatever number you reach, I can take and say that's the number we helped reach, and say we reached 1 billion people and actually changed the world and made it better, raised the vibration or energy closer to love.
Tell me some of the ways that you guys have done that. Like, tell me some of the people or some of the things that you're really proud of, that you're like, you know what, Julie, we took this project on and it was able to do this. When we first started, we really weren't sure, or like we were in the weeds with it, and we just kind of fleshed it out and it became this. Like, tell us about maybe a win that you're really proud of.
Man, there's so many.
I know.
I don't say that from a place of like cockiness. I say that from a place of like, I've just been lucky to have some of the most amazing people around me and get to serve some amazing people. Like even when we first got in this and we thought we weren't going to make it, because when you first get in business, you think it's going to be an instant success, and it rarely ever is.
It's always funny how we all think like, oh yeah, in a year from now I'll be able to take profit and it's gonna be great.
That's hilarious.
I tell people, hey, don't plan on paying yourself out of it for 3 years.
Yeah.
Right?
At least, yeah.
Yeah.
So we were like near death, and a spot in Chicago that was like a health shake place.
Yeah.
Now, you know me, I'm not the epitome of health. Like I'll drink whiskey, I'll smoke cigars, like I'll do dumb things. My body, everybody treats like a temple, I treat like a tent. So we go to this health shake place, and I'm like, I have no idea about health shakes, guys. Right. So like, you're going to tell me a lot about your ideal client, about your product, etc. And then how you've been trying to get it out there and whatever. They were handing out flyers, and they would hand out like 3,000 flyers a day. And I was like, you're handing out 3,000 flyers a day and get no business. I'm like, that's weird. I'm like, where are you handing these flyers out? And they're like, in front of Wrigley. And I was like, the baseball stadium? They're like, yeah. I'm like, I go to baseball games, I drink a warm beer and a stale hot dog. I'm not thinking about health shakes. Right. And so I was like, take those flyers, leave Wrigley, go to every gym, suntan place, right? Yoga studio, meditation studio, health and wellness, chiropractors, right? Like, and start putting them there. Right. And their business turned around, and that saved us for a time where it was like we didn't know we'd be able to do, and it gave us like that reassurance. But if you say the most proudest moment, like the proudest stuff, is really our people. Yeah. And a lot of them, like seeing Elena doing what she's doing, right? Seeing Allegra doing what she's doing, right? Like, and some of the people that have been with us for years, seeing Amber Furman do what she does, David Russell do what he does, Javier Santana do what he does, right? Like the people that have been with the new people, awesome. Like we're getting better and better with the caliber of people. and the people that has been becoming part of the family, as we call it, the blue and green. But just seeing what they're doing, and that's the proudest stuff, because they're impacting lives and going much further than they originally thought their vision when they came. That's the
Yes.
coolest stuff.
Yep. I think, Michael, what I've seen you be able to do for people is breathe life into people and to encourage them to go to a step that they may not have seen that they could achieve, but you're able to see it because I honestly think it's been your years in business. You've done a lot of things, you've seen a lot of things, and you're able to see the potential in people and really kind of encourage them to take that next step. That's what I've personally, seen
Thank you.
happen. And it's exciting. I mean, I really respect you and the team that you have because
Thank you.
you deliver. Not everybody in the space delivers.
Right.
And so that's exciting. That's empowering as someone who is in her infancy in coaching, maybe very established in traditional business, but just starting in the coaching space, it's encouraging to see that. Tell me about some of the mediums that you guys use. I know the big events is a thing, retreats is a thing, your mastermind is a thing.
Mhm.
I also think you do one-to-one coaching, if I'm not mistaken. Is there anything that I'm missing? But just tell the listeners that are with us today a little bit about UnleashU Now and the different mediums that you guys have to reach out and work with people.
All right. Great question. Also, thank you for all the kind words. I've been called way worse. All right. So our ascension process, I'll talk a little nerd talk so you can make fun of me. Our ascension process goes free, which is like Facebook, social media handles, the PDFs and things we just put out. Right. So what happened is in the space for a long time, it was put out a free PDF. Right. Trap an email and then start emailing the person. Right. Well, what happened was people started catching on to this was happening. Your free thing was free as long as I gave you an email. So it wasn't money in return, but it was an email address so you can start communicating with me. Right. And then the sales comes, right? You ask for a sale through email.
Right.
So we saw the trend, right? And then saw people start catching on to the trend and got more, I guess, held back some from doing those, or gave an email that they never really looked at. It wasn't their main email. It was a side email that you're just going to get a bunch of junk at. Just get me the PDF that I want. So I wanted to steer away from that, right? Because in business, the number one thing is how long can we keep the friction down in a sales process, right? Yeah. So the longer we can keep that down, the more likely we are to get to the point where we keep each other out of our way to make the best decision, right, for us at the time, right? Yeah. And at the end of the day, if you're good and like ethical at this, I think you're not trying to get the yes, you're trying to get a decision, right? Because either way, yes or no, it's progress.
Exactly.
Right. This isn't for me now. Perfect. All right. Good. I'm glad we got to that.
Sometimes getting to a no is even better than getting to the yes, right?
100%.
Yeah.
Right. My job in the process is to give you the information for you to make the best decision. Your job is to make the best decision.
Right.
Right. So I'll take no over maybe every day.
Yeah.
All right. So we go from absolutely free stuff via social media, which what we started to do is just giving stuff away. I don't even need your email. Right. So it doesn't seem like I'm trying to get anything from you. Right. Which I'm not. I'm trying to build a relationship and show value, show you that I'm actually real, that I can do what I say I do. Right. Because like you said, there's a lot of fakes in the space. We do that through trainings and stuff online, different challenges, courses, mini courses, etc. From there, we then invite to an event, which you've been to a couple, right? We have some bigger ones that are like conferences. We have two bigger ones a year. One's the Move Maker Live, one's Move Maker Virtual. And then we have a bunch of retreats and international traveling mastermind trips throughout the year. And then that works into our mastermind, which is like our family. And we do some one-on-one through it, and some group through it, and then a lot of connections and use their reach, and their reach to reach further.
Yeah, and connecting people that need to be connected to further their business, right? I've seen a lot of that. That's super exciting. You know me, I'm a super connector. I love to connect great people to great people. So it's just exciting when I see someone else doing that. I'm like, oh, cool. Someone that thinks the same way I do.
Yes, ma'am. Of course, 100%. I can't help everyone with everything, but you might be able to help them with your thing.
What is something that if you could go back in time, like back to the beginning when you first started in business and you're just like, I wish someone had told me this in the beginning. It would have helped me along the way.
I'm gonna get real nerdy with it just because where I'm at now, but that's a
Yeah.
great question because when I first got in business, all I did was grind. I outworked everyone. That was literally my first quote in the space was, "Oh, every day, outwork everyone every day."
Yes.
Right.
Yep.
So I thought you do that, you'll make it.
Yep.
And it's not true. Right. There is a component of put in the effort, show up. There is that component. That's a
You
non-negotiable.
do
That
have to
has to happen.
you do have to work every day. That's
Yes,
true.
ma'am. You gotta show up. Right.
Yeah.
But the win, really, I wish someone came and told me that the number one thing you have to do is how you communicate with your people.
Okay.
From before they know you to when they know you to when they trust you enough to come along with you and when they're going along with you. We call it messaging. See, you're going to hear a bunch of people sell a bunch of things. People are going to sell email lists, right? People are going to sell websites. People are going to sell ads. People are going to sell funnels, social media marketing, etc. And all these things will not work, or all these things can work, right?
Okay. Yep.
The why they work or don't work is your messaging on them.
Yes.
So when we know if your messaging is key, I wish someone told me that earlier because that was like one of the last things I focused on. I focused on my craft, my skill, and how hard I worked.
Right. Yep. I definitely see it. And I can like take a step back and see this even in my own business and see it for others too, as you say that, how important your messaging is and your brand. And is it consistent? And are you kind of reaching the people that you want to reach? Because that's a key piece of this. In 2025, in this year, we've got another 6 months left, right? Where we're all running for that finish line. What would you say you're most passionate about for the end of this year, for our next 6 months? What has got you like your feet on fire and you're like, this is what I'm running at, Julie. This is my thing.
Thank you for watching Prospera TV Network. We hope you're enjoying the show. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
What would you say you're most passionate about for the end of this year, for our next 6 months? What has got you like your feet on fire and you're like, this is what I'm running at, Julie. This is my thing.
I'm a psycho, Julie. You know that. So like I love what I do. I love it.
Yeah.
Right. Like I love who I get to do it with.
Yep.
I feel very blessed in where I'm at. Right. Like when you talk about abundance and someone's like, what's the thing you're most grateful for, the abundance in your life? And I have great people.
Yeah.
Right.
You do.
And that is something that I am so grateful and thankful for. I think I call it God, you can call it whatever you want.
Yeah.
Every day for the people I have in my life that I tell everyone, no matter when I go, it could be tomorrow, it could be 40 years. No, I lived a hell of a life. I got to love some of the most amazing people in it and have some of the most amazing moments and experiences with them that do not feel bad for me. I lived my life, whatever that is. It's just feel good and let's celebrate that I got to. Right. So like when you say what you're most excited for, it's like everything, man. Like we have a challenge in 1 week that I'm excited for. Like I'm freaking out about. We have the mastermind cruise I'm freaking out about. We have the Movie Maker virtual that I absolutely love because it gives everyone the opportunity to be part of our event, right? Where it's not just all we did was in-person events for forever.
I can't wait to be there. I'm coming.
Right. You're coming and speaking and rocking it. Right. Let's go. Right. I love that. There's going to be, last year we had like over 350 people come through live. We had in person, we have a great group of like 30 to 50 people that it's like 2 events happening at the same time. Yeah. So it's like utter chaos for our team. And I love it. Right. They don't love me for it, but I love it. So, I mean, those are some of the things that I'm like, you could tell I'm passionate about it. So I love it.
Yeah. I love that, Michael. Thank you. If we had to go back and go back to 18-year-old Michael,
A
from what I heard was a handful, right?
little bit.
What is one thing that if you could, you would sit 18-year-old Michael down and give some words of wisdom back then?
Shoo, I'd say life doesn't have to be this way. This is
Yeah,
a choice.
yep,
All right. Because at that point I was making a lot of bad choices.
yeah.
And I thought it was just the way my life was.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And it wasn't until it was a couple of years after that where I was at the crossroads of you're not going to be able to live your life. But I had opportunities to live in ways I did not see before
Yes.
that I go, this life I'm living isn't for that life, right? Like found out I was going to be a dad, right?
Yeah.
And I couldn't be a dad, dead or in jail. And that was
Right.
like my opportunity to do something I haven't screwed up yet.
Yeah.
Right. And it was like, so it was that changed it. But I wish before that I knew that this life that was it just for me, it was a choice I was making to live that life. And I
Right.
didn't have to choose it.
Wow. That's pretty profound, Michael, if you think about that.
No one's
Yeah,
ever
I
said that about
appreciate,
something I said. So I appreciate that.
yeah, I appreciate you being honest about that. Like it was
Mhm.
pretty
It was a
real.
choice.
Yep.
Our programming gets us though, and like what people talk about, like when I got in trouble, first time I got in
Yep.
trouble, I was like 12 years old.
Yeah.
When you get in trouble, they say your life's over. You're in trouble.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not
So
true.
that was right. But that was my programming. So often we take our programming to be truth.
Yes.
And it's only true if you let it be. And that
the
means
other-
it's a choice.
The other thing that we take, like the projection that's put on us and we own that, and then it becomes part of who we are. Where
Identity versus label.
actually what it was just a situation you were in, but it wasn't who you were, who you are.
Right.
And
Label
I think,
versus identity.
yeah, I think you're very blessed to have a mom that stood in the gap for you. That said,
Oh yeah.
Michael, this isn't who you are. This is a situation that you went through.
Right.
Yeah, you know, you made some choices and you went through some difficult things and you learned some tough lessons,
Mhm.
but it's not who you are. And I think when we as parents can kind of stand in the gap for our children to say, you made a mistake, but it
Mhm.
doesn't have to define you for the rest of your life.
Facts.
And I talk
Right.
about this all the time. I talk about it any time in your life, you can decide to change your entire life.
Heck yeah.
My life is a testimony to that. So
Yes, ma'am.
I was unhappy. I was stuck in big corporate. I was leaving my child all the time. And I said, time for me to start a company.
Yep.
That's exactly what we did. So
Right. And look at you.
yeah, here I am.
Yes, ma'am.
So thank you. What's your word that like really defines kind of like where you are right now in your headspace and in your heart? Like just maybe one word that kind of like just really pulls it all together.
Purpose.
Yeah.
All right. Right now I'm intentionally in my purpose.
Yep.
Right. Like, is this what I'm meant to be doing? Is this helping me become who I want to become? Is this
Mhm.
serving my people at the highest level? Like, I very much live in purpose right now. So
Right.
I'm in a decent place where I'm staying in my lane of
Love
purpose.
that. Love that. Michael, if people that were on watching us today wanted to reach out to you and your team, what's the best way to connect with you?
Best way to connect with me, you can connect with me through Facebook. Literally when I say you're not alone, I mean it. My number is posted on my Facebook, and that's my legit cell phone number, not some Google number.
Oh, I know it is.
All right.
Yep.
My email, my direct email is public. All right. Like sometimes that bites me in the ass, but
Mhm.
when I say like you're not alone, someone will be there. I'll be there. Sometimes you do have to work harder, but don't ever think no one cares.
Right.
People do care. So you can find me on Facebook. All my information is there. I'm public. You can reach out to me, talk to me,
Yeah.
call me names, whatever you want to do. And I'll be there for it. So you're not
I
alone.
love that, Michael. I mean, I can tell our listeners right now that you have been with me through like one of the most challenging years of my entire life. So thank you, friend. You've been a great friend to me. It has
Thank you.
been incredibly challenging, you know, losing my mom to dementia and then my dad's battling cancer.
Mhm.
And we both know that that's not an easy fight. And I just appreciate your friendship, your honesty. You and your team are always there when I reach out and like, hey, I'd like to get a second opinion. What do you guys think? Or
Mhm.
hey, I'm doing this. What do you guys think? And it's just, you guys are wonderful collaborators. So I
Thank you.
feel blessed. I've met some of my greatest friends through you guys, Elena, Elena
Mm.
and I are like besties, like sisters now. Allegra, I mean, the cool joint venture things that I'm getting to do now as a result of coming to one of your retreats and working with you guys and kind of like stepping out in faith with you, has served me very well. So thank you.
I love that. Also, I want you to know, like, you're an inspiration.
Thank you.
How you handle yourself, your business, how you show up as a mom is a huge
Thanks.
inspiring to us. How you show up as a child, as a daughter, very inspiring to us. So I just want you to know you have impact out there. Like people near and far can feel it and see it, and keep doing your thing. I love seeing you step more and more into your light, into more and more into purpose. And because you're doing that, you're building the relationships and
Yeah.
getting the collaborations with the people that are like-hearted. And
Yeah.
that's huge. That's the most important part, is like-hearted.
Yeah, like-hearted is a huge thing, Michael. You're so true. And oftentimes I think we overlook that. But if you have the same heart, there's incredible things you can do together.
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
thanks for pointing that out today. Thanks for joining me today on a Divine Abundance. This has been amazing, this
Anytime.
conversation.
For you, anything.
Thank you so much. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. And
You too.
thanks for joining us.
You got purpose, you got fire. He's the spark that lifts you higher. You were made for joy, made for more. It's time to walk through heaven's door. The world is yours, take your place. Every dream aligned with grace. Overflow is your reward. Walk it out, abundance is yours. Oh, you can change it every time. Hope and faith, they realign. You're not stuck, not anymore. 'Cause girl, abundance is yours. This is your Prospera era, where dreams align with grace. Abundance flows like rivers. You've stepped into your place. Rise, reign, and remember, you were born to shine. Welcome to your moment, Prospera, it's time.
We hope you enjoyed today's show on Prospera TV Network. Make it a point to visit us on YouTube and catch all your favorite shows anytime you want. Interested in hosting a show of your own? Or advertising your business on our network? Contact Elena Rodriguez.